Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. So make it a great night, folks. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 23, NASDAQ up 4, S&P's are flat. Gold contract down $6.20, trading at $1,165 an ounce. Silver off 6 cents at $16.04 an ounce. Platinum flat at $1,239 an ounce. Copper up a penny at $3.05 a pound. Light sweet crude down $2.27 at $78.27. We'll get back to that. That baby's got an ABC structure in it down to the 75 level. Bonds 10-year down 4 ticks at 126.07. 30-year off 4 at 140.31. King dollar up 389 ticks at 87.40. The euro is down 35 at 124.90, and the yen is up 1.47, 113.79. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. I know what's going on in your world. The world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. What do you have? Cash S&P 2017 we're at right now. We get the 2024, the 24 level. Well, first off, let's go back to Friday. Friday, we go from 2001 to 2018. Some decent juice in it. You close over the high of the last few days, not over the high of the 2019.26, which was September 19th. Today, what do? You get over it slightly. You're right at it right now. Volume-wise out here, what we are going to be is it's going to be short volume. That makes sense, folks, after the amount of energy that the market took to basically come all the way back up to the highs. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What you have with the Dow Industrials, Dow hit a high out here today of 17,410. You're at 17,369. And the 19th was the high of 350. That's the 350 is the number you're going to be looking at. NASDAQ Composite. What do you have with the Composite? Same setup in the Composite. Composite gets to a higher high out here today, 46.54. We're hanging at these highs. We're at 46.36 right now. SPY, the SPY. What do we have with the SPY? SPY is doing 71 million shares out here. What we did do on Friday is that you did 146 million, which was going into the 151. That's on the daily. On the weekly, what we had is that the weekly did 592 million going into 561. So bottom line is you got up into that 201.88 area. Today we hit 202.45, and you had some juice behind that move. The 3 Qs, the NDX 100. What do we have at the NDX 100? NDX 100 is up on 24 million shares today at a high. We hit 101.97. On the weekly basis, what we did is you got up with 194 million shares. That was going into 152. So the NASDAQ, the 3 Qs themselves, it's not an ABC up, because what you did is that you went down with way too much volume. So the definition of an ABC up would be that you could come down with volume, you go up with higher volume, you take the B point out. Make the case you took the B point out and have the volume, but you went down with way too much volume. When we went down, we came down with the first week of September 26th, we came down with 243 million. Following week, 229. Following week, 268. Following week, 424. First week up 2 weeks ago was 225, and then last week it had 194. 194 did take out that swing with juice. Gold contract. We'll go take a look at gold. What we have with gold is this. Gold hit a low of 1160.50 on Friday. We hit 1161 out here today. And what gold needs, folks, is first off to get back inside the range, meaning the higher range. That is about another $15 higher. It starts at 1183. That's actually $17 higher. The XAU and the HUI, when you take a look at the XAU and the HUI, if you take a look at the XAU first, this is pretty intense, actually, because what the XAU has done is this. XAU came into the lows of 2008, and it came into those lows Slightly lighter volume, but guess what? That volume is so heavy it's going to get tested again. So last month we did 694 million shares, going into 693 million shares. You actually did a million shares more. The low of 2008 was 63.52. We hit 63.63. So you have a test. Test is on way too much volume. What that sets up is that the 63.63 of last month, I expect, will get tested out here. That's the XAU. Now, the HUI is a different animal, and this is where it's going to be interesting to see inside this correlation. The difference with the XAU and the HUI is that the HUI, they cannot sell forward gold. Well, I'll give you the exact definition, but it's within two. The exact definition. Okay, the index was designed to give investors significant exposure to near-term movements in gold price by including companies that do not hedge their gold production beyond 1 1/2 years. Okay, so that's the correlation. Correlation, when we take a look at what we did in the marketplace, this is how this goes. You had the test of 2008. However, you didn't get to the bottom, number one. What we did with the HUI is that we got down to a price point of 152.17. You did 442 million shares. The low was 150.27 with 528. So you can make the case that the HUI is stronger, and if that's the case, that the HUI is stronger, that's saying that the metal actually will start building cars to get the higher price. It's going to be, that battle there is going to continue. Why is that battle going to continue? Because if we go over to the dollar, what you have with the dollar is this. Dollar had taken out its highs on Friday. The highs that we're talking about was the October 3rd high is 86.87. We did that on Friday, and you're above that price right now. And if this is going to be a leg up, we'll see what type of follow through that we're looking at. If we take a look at the continuous contract, what has been out here for quite a while in the dollar is this. And this is like, I guess, without a retracement. The dollar hasn't really retraced at all. Your swing points on the dollar go like this. 88.80 is your swing that was established June of 2010. Then you're dealing with 89, and you're so close to it, it wants to whack one of these swings. So we'll see how it comes into them. We've hit 87.54 thus far. Bond market. Bonds still continue to not go south. You've drifted lower. 10-year bond out here today down 4 ticks. We're trading out at 126.07. But what you're doing, you're coming down with dramatically lighter volume. We've only done 1 million shares out here, 1 million contracts rather. And that 1 million contracts is coming into 2.2 million. That says that 10-year still wants higher price. 10-year is yielding out here 2.351 right now. 30-year bond. We take a look at the 30-year bond. Same type of setup on the 30. 30 actually is stronger than the 10. 30, 294,000 contracts out here today. You're at 140.31, and that's coming into 574,000 contracts. So it's a big number, and that bond market is still saying, no matter what we have out here, bonds still want higher price. Euro, we're going to take a look at the euro out here. Euro is trading at a price point of 124.93, and it almost looks like, the euro wants to basically do a little counter-trend bounce here. The euro only has to go up 6 more ticks to get back inside where it dropped out of last Friday. If you get back inside there, that would be saying, okay, go to the other side of the range, which would be 128.86. What that would do, that would be saying that the dollar wants to back off a bit. That would be saying that commodities want to go up. Oil. Let's go over to the oil market. So oil cracked out here today, and you crack with some juice behind it. We've done 355,000 contracts thus far. This is an ABC down. Your A point on oil is 93. Your B is lining up at 80. That's $13. And that's going to give us, this is even heavier. That gives us $70 oil, folks. A to B equals C to D is $70. Pretty amazing. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Dow Industrials are down 27. Nasdaq's up 4. S&P's are flat. We're going to be right back.